and welcome everybody to day 15 of 2022's FLoB-a-Thon a day 11-year anniversary. Thanks Obama-rama. Descent into Oblivion 2022. I've already said 2022 once, but 2022. We left yesterday at 41,747.2 megabytes. There's like an airplane that I think is named that. Ooh, I have something new under partner. Interesting. Very interesting. Sorry, I've got to. I'm doing administrative things here. But I've already brought the. I've already brought YouTube in. Sorry, I'm. Damn it! I'm trying to do something. The old FLoB-15, if you will. The FLoB-15. FLoB-15. Oh, that's right. I was gonna go. I like totally lost my mind there for a second. I was going into my collections. All right, here's the numbers. Here's the numbers. I say. Season 8, the 2021 season, the streams that we've had were 22 streams that amounted to 27 hours of Farlands or Busting. Season 9, this season, of streams, just the regular streams we did throughout the year, we've had 26 streams with 37 hours. So 10 more hours this year. Last year's FLoB-a-Thon a day was 25. Well, I thought it was the 25 videos, but I think 3 of them are building the F3 monument. Yeah, 3 of them are building the F3 monument. But they're 25 videos and 56 hours of content. We're currently, like you heard, at 15 days and 43 hours. Interesting. I was like, oh man, last year's FLoB-a-Thon was a lot longer. That means we must have walked a lot longer last year. But I think we might actually compete with it. If you subtract about 6 or 8 hours for building the F3 monument, that's about 48 hours, and we're at 43 hours right now. None of this makes any sense. Just go on my Twitch, look at collections, if you even can, because I know Twitch really doesn't care about collections. Collections, by the way, are the playlists. Playlists are what YouTube doesn't care about anymore. So I was just doing some comparisons there. Math? So if we do another like 2 hours today, and then we'll make a big day of it on Monday. I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, the 27th. Maybe. Anyway, have you got your woofs ready? Because I think we're ready. We're just see now. I'm messing up the hourly rate in that I can't. I don't know. I'm not farlanding right now. The hours are going to be off. So who's ready? Who's ready to begin? I hope Wolfie is. Woof! All right. Oh man, speaking of delaying, we gotta wait for this iron to schmelt. Schmelty iron. Right, Wolfie? We gotta wait for this iron to schmelt. Gotta get rid of these cobblestones. It's almost done. Almost done. Oh, we do... Oh, well, no, we can't use that. West is that way. I guess I can collect some trees while we wait. But welcome back to the Farlands or Bust world. It's almost as if we were just here yesterday. Because we were. We're still raising money for charity. Please don't forget that. We're raising money for Equality Texas Foundation. Supporting the efforts of equality for LGBT, you know what I mean, people in Texas of particular concern lately and recently. A hot topic, I suppose. I mean, it's always been, especially for the people who it most affects. Yeah, that's what we're raising money for, and we're up to $2,675. We've got 2 more irons to schmelt. It'd be really awkward if a creeper walked in here right now, wouldn't it? There's the donation link. 30 iron. We have 30 iron on us now. We will never run out. Ever. Won't get. And we continue. I'm gonna have to kill this guy, aren't I? Probably. Listen, you. Got him. But yeah, we are continuing on. We are continuing on indeed. When you donate any amount to the charity, you can ask in the comment field a question, a priority question, a question and or topic that will take priority over anything any of these rando Twitch viewers might ask or suggest. Expedited delivery, yes. Same day shipping on any of these questions that come in with donations. And you get to help out and support a cause as well. So there's that added bonus. Don't you forget. Don't you forget. Do you miss having guests? Now that it's too late for me to schedule any guests. Even the girlfriend mentioned just being a guest in person. She found it to be... she's always understood and respected what I do and how difficult it is. But she could tell that with a guest, then my attention is split thrice. Not only then do I have to pay attention to the game and to the chat, but then to a guest, and like relaying questions from chat to guests. So it is a little bit of a different dynamic. You need more cone dodgers. Well, you know what Cone loves? When viewers and members of chat act as the go-betweens, asking one streamer to co-op or join another streamer. It is absolutely both his and my favorite thing in the world. Have the guests watch chat? Well, but it's my chat. I don't know. I feel like I must know what's going on in chat. It does feel like kind of an important aspect of Twitch live streaming. Oh geez. I wonder how many guests Kurt has had in total. Not many. The only guest I ever had on like a Farlands or Bust episode was Dr. Brian Lorgon 111. We had a guest host. In one Cone Dodger. And, yeah, the rest have just been for the FLoB-a-Thons. The early FLoB-a-Thons, the just like the one-day deals, those were a bit much. Those were like, I'm in this chat, anybody can join if they want. And then that's when the anxiety strikes. That's when, whoa, that's when 15 people are in a voice call while I'm trying to do this single-player game. And it's very difficult and very stressful for old Kurt J. Mac. So yeah, I think we'll be doing our best to avoid that. It's especially stressful for like the F3 moment. Because then like everybody's watching and waiting. And I just want to make a decision about where I'm pressing F3. Two guests, the second one interviews the first. Right, but it's still, yeah, it's still a dynamic that I'm not opposed to entirely, but I'm reining back 100%. Look at this shard. Well, yeah, Co-Star was one of my first guests, and I was like a fan of his, so I like was very nervous and like interviewed him like he was a famous person. I had like a piece of paper with like a bunch of questions I should ask him. But then also like Good and B00 were guests. I think Ant Venom was there as well. Gavin, Nia and Misconduct. Zeku from back in the day. Edit ZP. But then again, that FLoB-a-Thon also was presented at 2 frames per second, so encoding overloaded. On this newfangled site called Justin TV/Twitch, where you could live stream video games instead of just uploading YouTube videos back in 2011. Nostalgia-rama. Live streaming, it'll never catch on. I made this account on Justin TV. I got partnered with Justin TV back in September of 2011. Now everything needs to be live. Cone had a good point. Let's just pretend he's our guest, but I just read his Twitter account. That's the perfect solution. Cone mentioned added Twitch on the Twitters, saying, why don't you focus on giving creators control? Oh, I don't have any dirt. Control over our clips. Being able to, like, find and search them and post them and, you know, actually do something with our like, greatest hits. Since the TikToks, the shorts, the hashtag shorts, and all this short form content is so hot right now, Twitch seems hell-bent on not exploiting, really. They're choosing not to exploit this wealth of short-form content that is already a system on their platform. I mean, in fact, last year they just told everybody to delete all their Twitch clips. So yeah, that's a very good point, but one that I'm sure will not be responded to by Twitch or anything like that. So I mean, yeah, I mean, what you have now is people taking their Twitch clips or highlights from Twitch and then just reformatting those to make TikToks or YouTube shorts. So we're basically taking this and bringing them to other platforms is what's happening. Alternately, you have these content scrapers accounts with millions of followers and millions of views who simply steal the short form content and post it on their accounts that of content that doesn't belong to them. Oh, internet. Oh, will you ever not be a horrible cesspool of society's ultimate demise? Bing! Not as long as we keep walking to the farlands. I wonder if today will be a spawner day. We've been very cold on the trail of spawners the last few days. The trail is cold. Got plenty of pigs. Don't need more pigs. I missed yesterday. How is apple capacity going? Same apples. Like I've just been saying, I think this spawner that we got, this golden apple, is the last spawner we've found. I think. There might have been one more. Unmemorable one, but we've been spawnerless in Seattle. Oh. Boop, boop, boop. Did I see what I think I saw? So soon? So soon, Wolfie and Chicken. On the horizon, off in the distance. A vision. A magic. Pink sheep. Pink sheep. Pink sheep.
Slide that in your DMs and Twitch.
Hey!
61 pink sheep.
Pink sheep, Sapphire Drugan. Sapphire Drugan, not only did you find this pink sheep and have 61 months in the subtub, but you are the first resub of the day! Congratulations, and thank you very much for your support. We just had one, not nary a few moments ago, like yesterday. The pink sheep of chick penis. Remember? How could you forget? This is the pink sheep of Sapphire Druganness? That seems a bit unfair. Don't you think that everybody else who's resubscribed or gift subbed? Careful, Wolfie. Hey, pink sheep. I didn't get a picture of you. Don't go wandering off into the shadows. Won't get. Get out there. Get out there. Your people need you. This is a rather, like, uninteresting area. Hey, pink sheep. Oh, you dingus. Oh, you blithering idiot. Hey. Haha! Got him. Alright, oh. Yeah, you can't put a sign down on... No, I guess. Pink sheep. Good lord, this is the third. This is the third. This is the pink sheep of... What? Of... I don't... Sub resub, that's good. Nice. The pink sheep of first sub resub. I think I've done this and then put the date, which is March 26th, 2022. Sorry, Sapphire Drugan. your name shall not be bestowed or immortalized. That's a good picture. Neat. Thank you very much. We did it. That's where all of our spawner luck has been going. The RNG has put all of its NGs into pink sheep and not spawners. Pink sheeps to the moon. Oh, I thought that was just another pink sheep. These are just pigs. These are just pigs. Woof. Maybe next you'll find a white pig. Albino pig. That's something they should add to the game. Just like a random chance, a very slight, insurmountable random chance of albino animals. And this is why they don't ask me for game ideas. Go on and get it. Need wood again. I'm using all my wood for signs for pink sheep. Well, that was weird. Like how I was standing, I didn't see what I placed. It was just like this. Ah, good times. God, I thought that was another pink sheep. Good lord, pink sheep everywhere. Pink sheep on the mind.
Better. Really? You got it. You got it. Hey, thank you.
I swear I just subscribed a week ago.
That's why you gotta always check. You always gotta check. You might be lucky enough to have that first resub. Have a pink sheep not named after you. Shasto, thank you for 40 months in the subtub. Subtub. Oops, I felt that happening as I jumped off the wrong side. Just breaking in these new boots. That is east. Breaking them in. So, what's new? What you thinking? Up. Delta Whiskey with a 50. for our charity. Thank you very much, Delta Whiskey. Best MechWarrior 2 track. I don't think they have names. I don't think the songs have names, do they? I might have those MP3s or WAV files on my computer. They do tied to missions. Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea because I would just listen. I would just rip the soundtrack from the game disc that just had the WAV files on. No, they weren't even WAV files, were they? They were just tracks. Like you could put them in a CD player. Children, do you know what a CD player is? You put them in a CD player, and that you could just like a few of the tracks were like the game track, so it was just silence. But other ones were like the track was the actual, just a music track that you could play in a CD player. And there were like 53 of them because they're all a bunch of songs. I want to say my favorite was from in the 30s. Hold on. This needs to be a thing that I investigate. And then I like play a section of it and get content ID'd. I mean, it's, well, maybe. I get content ID'd for Minecraft music because apparently somebody feels like they can claim it as their own. And they do, and then they make money off of it. And it's a big old scam that YouTube is complicit and benefits from. Let's see here. Hold on, I gotta do this now. It's been asked. It was a $50 ask. MechWarrior 2. Here it is. Track 6. Okay, maybe there's only like 27. At least that I see. How do I do this in FooBar? Can I just like add them all to this playlist and then like listen to some? Delete them later. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Oh, there's multiples. Track 10s. Is it track 11? No, it's not track 11. Track 21. No, it wasn't track 20. 23. No, it wasn't track 23. This is a great segment. It's a really short song that I wish was longer, I remember. That ain't it. Track 17. Track 17. I know the intro. No, it wasn't track 17. I take that back. That was the wrong song. Shit, what was it? No, it wasn't that one. God, I'm gonna get so much content ID. I can clip this part out at least. That ain't it. You know the one I'm talking about, right? Track 11? I already tested that one. This one! This is the one. Track 12. I mean, this is maybe my second favorite. This isn't the one I was thinking of again. Delta Whiskey knows. I just like the way it ends. It's very, like, crescendo-y. This is like time travel for me. No, that ain't it. No, that ain't. Well, oh, that's This is MechWarrior 3. I've included the MechWarrior 3 soundtrack with my MechWarrior 2 MP3s. Damn, son, I don't even know. No. 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 It was like very dramatic and theatrical, which doesn't describe each and every one of these songs. This one's pretty good too. It's a variation on the theme. It's very Max Payne 2 soundtracky. Do I not have it? It's the opera singer's keyboard function. That was the one we just listened to. Oh, this is the one. This is my favorite. It gets like really industrial. 9 Inch Nails. This is my favorite. Track 10.
I almost swallowed that nut.
Welcome back to WLOB Wolflands or Bust.
Yes, that's what we're doing here. Should I cut this part out of the video for YouTube? I feel like I probably should. It'll be easy to spot because I'm on the pause. Nah, keep it in. Well, I mean, if I get some sort of content ID, I don't think I can. Come on, Delta Whiskey. Which one is this one? Iron Piston. The names of these. All right. Well, this has been fun. Oh my god. I'm not surprised, but I'm also surprised that I actually still do have those. I've, for some reason, transported them through at least 4 or 5 generations of PCs that I've built.
Whoa, crazy. Fuck up eyes.
Alright, that's my favorite MechWarrior track right there. Speaking of things that are gonna, like, totally skew the F3 number. Delta Whiskey, I hope you got your $50 donation worth. Of course you did! You gave to charity! You didn't need anything in return. Our mandated 10-minute MechWarrior music break. Now I can, oh yeah, if in case we had to edit that part out, it was track 10. Track 10, Iron Piston of the MechWarrior 2 soundtrack is my official favorite song. Hilarious. Ooh, buddy. I'm trying to think of what any other like game of that era that had like a soundtrack of multiple songs that was like worth ripping. I mean, I like the Tomb Raider soundtrack. That was really just like one theme. Although recently they like re-recorded it, or the artist, the composer came out with like a remastered vinyl release of the original Tomb Raider music, like recorded at the London Symphony or something like that. And he follows me on Twitter. I don't know. I mean, I followed him first, but that was a surprise. Betrayal at Krondor. Which track is that, though? Oh, buddy. Fun times. We've truly done it now. Oh, I lost a follower over that. I can tell because Twitch says I have 53,333 followers. I had 334, but now it's back down to 333. Fun stuff. Fun stuff indeed. Yesterday apparently was illegal street racing day around here again. And by street racing, I mean I don't think they're actually racing, they just do donuts on the streets. The girlfriend got caught in it and started doing donuts in the streets. No, and then just was like coming home, and they block all traffic on the main street in town. I thought it was just like a handful of cars, but then they came ripping by our street, and it's like 40 cars. Damn Fast and Furious kids. They're wonderful people. The girlfriend didn't see it, but she also hears that in order to stop traffic, they get out and wave their guns. I was going to say nothing illegal about donuts. Donuts are very illegal. On public streets in particular. But anything that constitutes a loss of control of your vehicle is a citationable offense. Oh. I was gonna put this piece of dirt in there to, like, be safe, but I was then afraid that the entire island would collapse. Oh yeah. And like, don't expect cops to do anything about it. Indeed. Yeah, they're the only donuts cops won't run towards. Fun times. Very fun times. Oh, I need beds. I'll workshop it. We'll... run it past the test audience. Boink. Indeed. I need boats. Beds and boats. I mean, if anything, this song playing in the background is what's gonna get a content ID flag. What else is new? What's happening? How'd that bread turn out? Nate. I do need to make another loaf. There's just sometimes a sentence that you have to say out loud to a crowd of 73 people watching. Still cooling. That is a very symmetrical waterfall over there. Ah, Wolfie. I saw that bit of land and I'm like, Wolfie's not going to spawn there and break my boat. That would be unheard of. Did I? Oh, the fog has rolled in. Ooh, this is creepy. I don't like this at all. Okay. I don't know why. Sometimes our normal amount of fog seems like too much fog. I think I turned on the fog because we discovered not only does it kind of look better to have the land ease into view, but it means that the game is more stable because it's like not preloading a bunch more land into the probable memory leak that exists in the game. Like, we still stop at the hour and quit and back up the world. Papers has something to say. Papers. Do you have a question? Do you want to be the guest? Where are you at? You're under my leg somewhere. There you are. Nope. Hold on, I'm swimming. I can't do anything right now. Oh, look at that. Papers. Oh, and the niblet. Oh, the whole gang is here. The whole gang. Got him. Easy there, you dang chimpanzee. What are you doing? What? What do you need? Oh, we didn't like that at all. They're teaming up against me. No. They don't team. They don't team up. That's a good picture. This morning I was running back and forth and Niblet was chasing me around the house. And now I think they're fighting. This alliance you've suggested has been very short-lived. Well, time to cut the planet in half. Speaking of clips of streams and content that needs to go up on YouTube. But never will. What's really gonna open up my schedule is if I have somebody make my thumbnails for me. That's the ticket. Wolves. Now I got that song in my head. The MechWarrior one. That's how it goes. That is exactly how it goes. That's going to get a content ID. Liquid hot magma. Ooh, I should watch where I'm walking, actually. Acapella. That. Come on now. That is the new. That's the new channel. Acapella video game music. All I have to do is find and or start an a cappella singing group, and we'll be the king of YouTube. Thank you very much for following and for first time chatting as a viewer. Does that already exist? Is that a thing that already exists? I'm sure it does. But like, not like popular video game music. Like Mario or Halo or whatever. Like the real obscure stuff, like MechWarrior 2. And Silent Thunder, that A10 Warthog video game that I played on Windows 98. Did anybody else play Silent Thunder? I just noticed it in my playlist of video game music that I ripped. Or Jurassic Park, the video game on Nintendo Entertainment System. Was that all it was called? I remember I liked the music of the Jurassic Park game, even though I didn't like the game. It was one of those games that you got to a level that was very impossible. Not as bad as Battletoads or Terminator 2. But up there, where it's like, well, I've played the game for 3 hours to get to this level, and now I will fail entirely and run out of lives and be unable to continue. Silent Thunder also happens to be a track in MechWarrior 2, I'm told. No, but Silent Thunder was a video game, and it was like a Ace Combat, but it was just the A10. Which are not very silent, I might add. Just as an aeroplane. Probably one of the louder ones out there. Indeed. Excuse me. The yawns have begun. I was thinking of putting some stuff on the grill for dinner, but I don't think I'm going to be done streaming by the time night falls. Gotta get in those westward steps. For my boots and my spurs. I'll make grilled cheese, I think. Well, that's what Nate should make with his brand new bread. Cowboy, I mean, it's close. I am already a Cowboy Kurt. That's just a few letters away from Cowboy Curtis. Ah, but you're a no-cheeser? I see. How about a paninis? You got a panini press? Maybe a toaster oven will do. Whoa. Got a heavy finger. Ah. Heavy is the finger that walks to the farlands. Ooh, look at this dark and dank place. Neat. Erosion. That's the wrong finger. Thankfully, it's not my mouse finger. Holy mackerel! Look at all these wolves. My God, what is going on here? They're breeding like wolves. Ah. Was that not an absurd amount of wolves? They're all sort of splitting up now, but they definitely all, like, 2 packs spawned on each other. Where's Wolfie? Oh, go out there, Wolfie. I'm trying to make a thumbnail here. Won't get out there, you dingus. It seems less impressive now. No? Ah, whatever. Oh, now he goes out there. Really? Yeah, it's lost. The moment is gone. Spooky wolf pack. They're breeding like pumpkins. Safety first. Whoa. What's up? What's new? Come on, AMA. OMG. HMU. is your chance. Have you ever played D&D? No, but also once, like in high school. But it was really just like, it was very much like somebody's brother who was like exactly the stereotype of somebody who would be a D&D DM or whatever. Like they were the comic book guy, literally. And like we didn't like do any of the like modern like the things that I know D&D to be of here in modern times. Like we didn't create any characters. We were just like, you're this guy and you're this guy and you're this guy. Okay. I didn't fully understand it, and we didn't play it very long. The only thing I found amusing is that, look at all these. My friend's character was equipped with skin, like extra skin, so he could like heal us if we got injured. Like that was, for whatever reason, that was the only singular aspect that I remembered. But yeah, it wasn't really D&D. And like I said, we like were bored. So I guess the friend's older brother was bored too. Like, let's play D&D with these nerds. These nerds. No, I mean, that's the same thing. I don't think I would at all be interested in, and I'm not interested in, like, the role-playing aspect, the acting aspect. And also, yes, whether, Little Sean, the preparation, the setup, the math, the rolling, the addition and subtraction, the buffs and nerfs, and all that. I just, no. Right, I mean, I'm saying D&D, I suppose, as a filler for tabletop role-playing games. It's just easier, I think, to say D&D and be like, oh, I know what you're talking about. They all seem to share those things in common. To the best of my limited and biased viewpoint. Like, one of the packs is we played, like, Secret Hitler, which is, like, as close to that kind of game that I cared to get, and I really hated that game. Yeah, there's far too much imagining going on. Get out of here with your rotating cows. Can't do that. Wolfie almost got hit upside the head. So no, that's definitely a question that has been asked before in the histories of FLoB. Just board games in general. Is this thing by itself? Neat. Now this would have been a place for an F3 monument. Can't really see the mountain through the trees. Oh, I don't think I got Wolfie very good there. See, now does this stuff happen in modern Minecraft even after the update, the recent update? I think not. It even kind of continues over there. Similar structures, geologies. That's weird. It'd be a lot bigger in modern Minecraft, but it would also be like the same mountain that's been pre-designed and copied and pasted every other mountain you've seen. Wait, you mean they kept updating this game? We've walked how far to the farlands? I'm afraid everything in this world looks exactly the same too. No, it doesn't. We've never seen one of those before. Dang. I go around it. Not probable. Unprobable. Unlikely. Chances increasing. That's the other thing about these tabletop games, is that it's like, well, it's an investment of 36 different gaming sessions that you must schedule and plan ahead of time. What cartoons and TV shows did you watch as a kid? A couple of my favorites were Transformers and Star Trek. Any that have stuck with you over the years? Oh! Look at this thing! Look at this delicately balanced nugget. Oh, or is it? Well, it's not necessarily... So many pictures this time around. I guess it's got some support in the back. Neat. Click. We could remove that support, but then it would be natural. It would be sullied by the hand of man. It's the peepers. Well, I need the trees. The trees are a resource. And then I planted a tree. So it's all even Steven. Because this is the last day. TV shows. Man, I don't really remember. We were just talking about this, the girlfriend and I. She was mentioning things that I don't remember. Oh yeah, Care Bears. I didn't even know they had a show or a movie. She said something about the Care Bear stare, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. We did not watch Care Bears. Like, I remember Care Bears as a thing that exists, but not, like, watching the show. Like, I'm pretty sure we probably had a Care Bear or two in the house. I mean, just like I had He-Man toys. But I don't remember the He-Man show. Necessarily. Maybe I watched it. Maybe I have a terrible, horrible memory that just is non-existent from my childhood. But yeah, I mean, I definitely watched Sesame Street. Snuffleupagus is my favorite. And I saw Sesame Street, like, on stage once. Yeah, like, a lot of people are like, I remember Transformers and, like, all this other, like, G.I. Joe and stuff. I'm like, I remember them existing, but I don't feel like it's fomented my personality or like been embedded in my brain, my memory engrams. Like, I didn't start watching Star Trek till like literally a year ago or two. I think my older sister probably remembers Fraggle Rock more. I remember watching Inspector Gadget to a degree. Like later in my later childhood, teens, I remember we would always watch the X-Files. That's more 90s sort of stuff. I definitely remember always watching the X-Files. But even then, I don't like remember every episode or anything like that. Except for like the few ones that everybody remembers. Yeah, no. I remember being homesick from school, and it was like the first episode, the premiere of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was on TV. And I'm like, this is dumb. I'm never watching this again. And I never did. I must have been a delight as a kid. Speaking of delights, let's go to sleep, back up the world, and take a quick break. Apparently I gotta feed these cats that may or may not still be in the room. Yeah, let's do that. Technically good. Technically. 41,819.7 megabytes. Man, if we go for like 3 more hours today, we'll definitely hit 42,000. Segment 2 of day 15 on the 2022nd 11-year FLoB-a-versary, FLoB-a-Thon, FLoB-a-Rama, FLoB extravaganza, Nostalgia-rama. Flippity bippity boppity boopity. Yeah, we're ready to continue here. Who's got your woofs ready? We're up to $2,725 raised for charity. For this specific charity, we raised like over 2,000 additional this month for RAD, but now we're raising money for Equality Texas. I feel like some of these words are not in the official agreed upon title. Probably. Let's go. Woof! No delay. Okay. Ready to go. Wolfie's on the job. On the task. We had a pink sheep today already, but no spawners. No spawners. Welcome to those of you who just got your Twitch notification that I was live. Oh, those are some very weirdly equally spaced flowers and also spider. Like, look at that symmetry and spider. There are 4 flowers. This means something. My neck is broken. Careful, Wolfie. What even? Oh. I don't even, what? I didn't even think I don't even know what I'm looking at. That didn't look like anything I passed by. Wibbly wobbly. Timey-wimey. Ah, I'm fine. Oh, hello. A lot of weird stuff happening.
Okay, don't be nervous. Here comes Kurt. You planted the flowers, surely he will stop and talk to. Ah, the spider.
That was creepy. Don't make Susan do that again. She's like getting acting lessons. Okay. I hated that. What was that other thing? Like old school Twitch where you could like get the text to speech. So like say something weird or funny. What was that? That was something. I'm not talking about like just like across all of Twitch. It like was a thing for all the channels that use the text to speech bots. I don't remember what it was. Ugh! Oh yeah, it was the Ugh. Instead of just going ugh, it was like ugh. It like made the actual like noise. I remember. Member? I remember. Nowadays, there are pages on pages of text-to-speech funny things. True, but not a lot of them work now that, like, Stream Elements and other places are using these more varied text-to-speech bots. It's not like that moonwalking game. I mean, we certainly did lose our original Susan. Tablet! Did you finish? You need more pilings? So many distractions today. Farlands. We had to listen to MechWarrior music. Once again, gotta pile Niblet's food so I can eat it. Boing. All right. No more interruptions. None. None, I say. Oh yeah, the I think that's the TikTok one. That like reads aloud meme captions. That one can die in a very hot fire. I'm only aware of it because the girlfriend flips through. And like, I'm constantly hearing that. Okay. Weird little spot. It's very jarring, because it's like very much like, my face when blah 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 blah. And I'm like, kill it, kill it. Yeah, I don't, is that like TikToks? I figured that, or if it was like Apple and everybody was using like iPhones or something like that. Oh, that wasn't very exciting, was it? It's TikTok, okay. Hate it. Everything about it. Am I old and out of touch? No! It is the children who are wrong. It like legitimately causes me anxiety. Like I've had to tell the girlfriend when she's flipping through those things to like mute her sound. Because like the constant like changing of music and sound effects and oh no, oh no, 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 like that stuff playing, like I can feel my internet rising. My internet is rising. I would personally, Little Sean, I would refrain from comparing anything to cancer. Because cancer is pretty horrible on its own. And I don't think we need a reminder of that. But TikTok is bad. From my perspective. The children deserve better. Market is primed for a relaunch of MySpace. Good old Tom. Oh, there he is right now. Hi, Tom. Ah! uh. It's on fire, yo. Young Thomas. Oh, oh, okay. Now it's all about YouTube hashtag shorts. Yeah, I mean, I guess Vine would have ended up becoming the TikTok of its current age. Mindless consumption, consume. The stream is still streaming. It is! Did you rejoin us? After your clocks changed? Did we catch back up to you in the future? Alright, just making sure you saw that. Future man. Yeah, I mean, that is one of many Google YouTube's problems. Is that they're just like, feature that's popular elsewhere. Shoehorn it in. That's the ticket to success. Zombies. That's spawner. That is nothing at all. Nothing at all. You know what the kids are into these days? Shoehorns. The market is skyrocketing. Yeah, I don't even know what's happening with Facebook anymore. Thank God. Like, as Facebook owns Instagram, like, is there like Facebook shorts that are like that appear, or is it like have they integrated it? Like when you're on your Facebook, now you see all your Instagram stories. As bad as Facebook is, I think it's the lesser of the evils. Ah, the lesser of the evils. That whole responsible for turning an election thing's not so bad after all. Is it though? Is it? Pivot to video. Pay to reach more of the people who follow your page. You know, I'm trying not to make this whole FLoB-a-Thon all shoegazy negative going down the toilet drain. But something has been on my mind quite a lot, along these same lines, perhaps. Because I know we were all... Get ready now. Sit down. Are you ready? Are you gathered? Gathered round? Are you relaxed? I know we talked a lot about, like... Here comes the shoehorn talk. I do have a shoehorn. I own a shoehorn. We've been talking about, like, oh, what sort of things does Kurt like? Or can Kurt like? Or hobbies? Or whatever. And that's the point where my brain really just does a real and like looks at it not from like the fourth person, but like the 18th person. I start to just look at everything. And I'm like, how does anybody know? But specifically, how do I know if I am truly the one making the choice to like anything? Hear me out. Stick with me. That's just my thesis. Like, from a social larger... I mean, that was a thing I thought of early on. Is like, I should look into, like, learning about philosophy and stuff. But no, just, like, as far as the societal, cultural, and much more strong than both of those things, capitalistic things that we're all into, like, that we like, they're not our choice. they're you know, like, oh, I'd love to live in a house with a big yard and a picket fence, 2 stories, 2-car garage. No. Like, that's what the banks and mortgage industry and building industries and the the single family zoning laws and racism have all told you that you truly want. You know? I'm like... I was just really zoning out, man. And I don't smoke weed. A picket fence in this economy? At these lumber prices? Yeah, I just feel like... Oh, do I want to exercise and get big and buff? Or is that what Planet Fitness and, you know, the wellness industry tells me that I want to do? Oh yeah, myself and the girlfriend watched They Live, because I had never seen it before. I mean, to a greater extent, then it's like, well, what does anybody actually want? Or need? If you try to, like, take the motivation of greed and capitalism out of it, which has, in turn, formed and created our world so that these things aren't choices anymore. Like, you need a car because the world has been built with all these roads. Can't walk anywhere. Public transportation has been underfunded and a mess and deconstructed. Do I want to excavate this spawner? Oh, is this even a spawner? Probably. Maybe? It sounds like it could be. Let's test that theory. It is. It very much is. Big spawner. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright, alright, okay, alright. Let's think about this for a second. The pocket's a big zombie. Well, there's one of the chests. Hello. I think this is safe. To, like, go in and not get collapsed on. Safe as far as safe from zombies, I'm not sure about that. 2 iron! I'll take it. Was it a... Whoa, easy there. Sandfall. I think it was a single chester? Chester. Single chester. Damn it, Chester. Get blasted. Nothing. Alright, well that was our first spawner in a while, and boy was that a disappointment. So yeah, anyway, my mind was just in that weird place. Very weird place. Put a door on it. You know, it's like... Do I do I make? What is free will? It's not even a question of like free will, or Willard. It was more. It's more of just about like in capitalism, are you really choosing either what is in your best interest or what you truly want to be doing? Big questions for a small Twitch channel. Hobbies and doing things in your free time is a relatively new thing in human history. True, true. But, I mean, so is capitalism. And, like, that has very much... like, a company's or organization's will to convince you that you want to be doing something, to give them your money and not some other hobby's money, is like their point. What's the other choice though? I don't know. That's the thing. Like, I feel like there are, I mean, there are few pursuits that I feel like might not be, are probably still in some cases, but might not be influenced or tainted by capitalism, greed, money making. As like their end to their means. You know, like you could say like art. Certainly there's a lot of capitalistic and like art that is pushed upon you. You're told that you like this art because it makes somebody else money. But like, or like, you like Bob Ross, so you must buy these Bob Ross branded paints, which don't go to the family of Bob Ross. I mean, like, similarly, I'm thinking, like, science. You know, it's not necessarily a for-profit endeavor. Usually. Again, there's exceptions to every rule. There certainly exists societal pressures from the culture groups. Right, but how much of that now, how much of those societal pressures and what we call culture is actually Walmart? You know, like, or, you know, straight down to, like, the actual, like, basic, like, diamond wedding rings weren't a thing until, like, the 30s or whatever, because diamond sellers wanted to sell more diamonds, and yeah, this is a tradition. Everybody gets a big diamond ring when you get engaged. So, like, the very fabric of what we now consider, like, culture, tradition, history, has been formed by those. you know, breakfast. Breakfast. Capitalism is a socioeconomic system. Right. So what happens when you take out capitalism? Specifically in our modern times, where we don't need to be, you know, hunting, gathering all day, and we have free time, and we have knowledge and experience and the ability to pursue hippies. Hippies! The concept, the culture of hippies has been commodified, commercialized, branded. I mean, weed. Weed, for instance, becoming legal is now a cultural thing, a money-making thing. Buy a weed. I mean, it brings me back to thinking about the concept of Star Trek in, like, their post-monetary, oh, I need beds. Scarcity world, where if it weren't for those pesky wormholes and holodeck malfunctions, they would be pursuing exploration and connection and science and whatever. Yeah, it was very... I mean, it was never a thing in the original series Star Trek. Next Generation seems like it's the one that really... Look out! Capitalism!
Look out, capitalism.
She didn't put any inflection on that. That still did raise my heart rate, even if I didn't do the YouTuber reaction to it. Ah! You know, that one. Yeah, that's what I mean. It never, like, Star Trek never could, like, fully explore or embrace many of those concepts, other than, you know, as shallow as I'm currently exploring them in this live stream. Just because it's, for a TV show, would be very boring. and just too complex to address. I don't know. It's like I'm having a crisis here. I'm having a crisis of identity. Better than a dino crisis, I've heard. In your midlife? You don't say. I mean, I've been having this crisis in my early aft, port, and stern life. I mean, I think like all these Fast and Furious racing idiots on the street last night and like trying to fall asleep with gunshots happening in our neighborhood were like got me thinking again about how I was talking about like I'm sure there might be a time where I'm just like done with cars as like a hobby just because I don't like being associated with that sort of stuff. And then it's like, well, why am I even into cars right now? What well, the auto industry did this in the 50s to close down all the public transportation and build all these highways because they made the ex-CEO of GM the Secretary of State and whatever. You know, it was just there's a whole subreddit for that. That's exactly what Reddit wants you to think. I only have existential crisis when I try to comprehend why the universe exists over not existing. I feel like those crises I've worked past. I've done things in reverse. Like I'm all right with the size of the universe, the incomprehensible size of the universe, and our potentially insignificant part in it, and the space between atoms, and you know, like all that stuff. True, right. Yeah, not all bad actors or elements. Every group can have a bad element and does. That can't define myself for everything. But except cops, they're all bad apples. I laugh, but it's true. Yeah, so like those sort of crises are much more enjoyable to have about like the size of the universe and distance between stars and is there other life, and those are the fun ones to have. Well, I mean, that's another thing. It's how the culture deals with the bad actors that's more important. But like, yeah, are they attracted to cars, as an example, for the same reasons I am? Because we watched too many episodes of Top Gear growing up? Because cars are so prevalent in our life. Because they're bored teenagers. Have nothing better to do on a Friday night. Kind of living nihilistically because nobody cares about them or their future or the world or whatever. You know, like how deep down does that go? Real deep. I'm not. I'm not necessarily talking about like the expression or like whether or not money is involved. Money's always involved, but it's more what's the motive? What are my motives? And are my motives my own, or the result of 100 years of marketing? Like even like just getting it away from cars, like travel. A lot of people say, oh, it's, you know, it's better to travel and have experiences than to like buy things. And then you got Ewan McGregor talking to you, telling you the exact same thing. Are you gonna wish you had bought a thinner TV or a smarter phone? You don't remember the things that you bought, but the places you visited, brought to you by Expedia. So we've also... have we been convinced by the airline industries and travel industries and hotels and credit card industries that travel is what we want to do? That's where our money is going to go. Because, I mean, to what somebody else was saying, is that it's a fairly recent thing. Commercial airline travel is a fairly recent thing. Yeah, I mean, it's just, it's like everything. It's everything and everywhere. Like, as something as, like, I think culturally accepted as kind of like a pure activity of like experiencing other cultures and traveling and yada yada yada, still has a bit of that. Is this the choice of the people doing it, or have they just been convinced? As someone who got to travel all over the world for free for work, travel was pretty awesome. But it cost somebody money, and that somebody was convinced by somebody else that it was in their best interest to send you all around the world. The rabbit hole goes deeper. Oh, Tom's back. Hey, Tom. Oh, he's going to sleep. Sigvard working on a calendar that only has 4 days a week. Here's another one. Coffee. Coffee really wasn't that big of a thing. Like, it was kind of always-ish a thing. But now, like, coffee is everywhere. Everybody drinks coffee. Let's go have a coffee. And that's because Starbucks wanted everybody to buy and drink more coffee. And now it's frickin' everywhere. That wasn't like a cultural choice or a historical
I just don't think there's anybody better.
human, you know,
You got it.
meme.
You got it. Hey, thank you.
Is this number significant? I don't know.
It's significant enough. 40 months in the subtub. Potomacium Much appreciated. Right, but like, okay, in the 1950s or 1900s, going to a coffee bar to get a thing is a thing, but it was like, I'm thinking even like before then, like it was something probably reserved for rich elites who could afford this thing that has to get traded and transported from Colombia or Asia or whatever. And if you asked like most people of the day if they liked coffee, they'd probably be like, ew, coffee. Tastes like warm bean juice. As a coffee drinker, I'm like, did I make that choice myself? Or did I get into coffee because of all these cool gadgets I saw and French presses and fancy ways to brew coffee and, you know, this is more of a philosophical questions that I'm asking. In the end, I don't think it matters. I guess I'm wondering if everything was free, if it was a socialist society in which we live, would these things be things, or as much of things as they are now? Philip Sophocles. That's what it's named after, that guy. Mr. Sophocles. Well, Sophocles was... Never mind. Now we're just really splitting hairs here. I'm worried about how much social media influences the way we look at things and what we prefer. That is a direct connection to kind of what I'm asking. Is it a Philip Sophocles head screwdriver? Or a flathead? So is this the last stream before the F3 stream? I don't know. I might stream again tomorrow. It honestly depends on like what the girlfriend is up to and if she wanted to do anything. Or if she has plans and I'm just going to stream again, or what the weather's doing. I don't know. It might be, but it also might not be. What more have you come to expect from twitch.tv/KurtJMac? The girlfriend can hit F3 while she's taking her typing class that I totally didn't tell her about. It makes them social media makes them care about way more things than is healthy. I mean, yeah, I mean, like, you could say the same thing about, like, why do I care about what car I drive, or... That was a spooky noise. That was definitely a spooky noise. I mean, yeah, that's kind of, why do I care about these things that I care about? Is it because someone has told me to care about them for their own success and profit? Is it actually worth caring about? Would I be caring about these things if not for these outside influences? God, I hate caring about things. Spooky things.
Things.
In the end, you'll always have outside influence. True. Yeah. I mean, that's what having 5 senses and living in a population. You know, regardless. You know, pre-industrial, anything, it was caring about keeping the campfire going and like going out and finding fruits and berries. That was like your cares, and like not getting eaten by that saber-toothed tiger. Who convinced me to not get eaten by that saber-toothed tiger, huh? Not the tiger. That's for sure. Yeah, I think it's... yeah. Well, I mean, like, in the past, prior to social media, we simply didn't know that all these horrors and atrocities were happening. So a degree of caring is probably a good thing. But it's like all the noise as well. And, you know, the profitable nature of them. The Kurt J. Mac brain jar. Abby normal. Abby normal. Not only is that brain jar unusual, the Stream Elements brain jar got some clogged pipes. Clogged. Wooden shoes. Clogs. You broke it. Wolfie is still alive. The one and only. Despite his previous attempts. Oh. It's on fire, yo. Something's on fire out there. The black smoke on the horizon. Smoke on the water. Well, we've only had to incur one Hidey Hole paradox. The first one was accidental. The second one... that's very much a Star Trek plotline.
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
Warning. Kurt J. Mac brain jar showing unusual activity. Adjust electrical inputs.
That's how long that took to come through. Hidey Hole paradox? You have not heard of the Hidey Hole paradox? Is there not like a Farlands or Bust wiki? Do I have to be the one write this stuff down and publish it? I know what I can do. I can answer all of these questions in a series of viral TikToks. Yeah, with the voice. My face when I invoke a hidey hole paradox. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. That's what it's gonna be. Oh, shit. That's a thing that just happened. Hidey Hole Paradox is on TV Tropes. Yes. Take your consumption of content and advertising impression revenue to another outlet. I'll have none of that. I think I already explained it once, this FLoB-a-Thon, but I'll do it again. If not to change the subject from our morally questionable, philosophically dead end that we were just in. Hidey Hole Paradox. Back in the day, when I only recorded videos for YouTube, Farlands or Bust videos, I would back up the world prior to recording and record the episodes. But on a very few, like a handful of occasions, something messed up with the recording. In this particular case, my microphone didn't record. Or something technical didn't work out, glitch or video or, you know, whatever. I would have to re-record an episode. So, that's why I would back up the world prior to. I would restore the backup. So that I could start from the previous hidey hole without missing a beat between episodes. One time, I recorded an entire episode from beginning to end, only to discover that my microphone audio didn't record, so I had to re-record it. And I restored the backup. And then when I re-recorded again, I always tried to like walk in a little bit of a different direction. Different direction, different direction, different direction. And that way, like, the terrain and things I would see would actually be fresh and new, so I could react live to them. But at the end of this episode, I ended up in a place where I saw a torch on the side of a mountain, a little doorway carved out, and a wolf, a tamed wolf sitting down next to that. I was initially actually very confused. I opened up the door and there was a whole hidey hole in there. Bed and everything. Well, bed is the only thing. And went to sleep and ended the episode like that. Creepy music, spooky music. I did realize at the time that my mistake was that when I restored the backup, I didn't delete the first save. Spooky noises. So the way the game saves is all different files, region files. So while I went back to my previous Hidey Hole and started the episode like nothing happened, it kept all of the terrain and changes to the terrain like the Hidey Hole from the previous save. I played it up, though. I really played it up in the editing and my reaction as if it was something very strange and weird happening in the game world, and everybody was like Herobrine, or, oh, this is going to turn into like a... This is a multiplayer server. It's going to turn into like a Shadow of Israfel thing. Very exciting. Very, very clickbaity. But I didn't keep up the charade. The next episode I explained what had happened. However, learning from that, during the FLoB-a-Thon where Wolfie disappeared, didn't die, just like didn't come back after we came back from a break. Or no, the game crashed. The game crashed. This was before we learned about stopping every hour. The game crashed, and then Wolfie wasn't there when we came back. And I didn't have a recent backup, because this was before we learned about backing up every hour. So we lost Wolfie, and everybody was very sad, and it cast a pall. Who's Paul? A shadow over the FLoB-a-Thon celebrations. And we ended the season in sadness. We built like an F3 monument and everything. Spooky noises. And so yeah, at the beginning of the next season, I invoked on purpose a Hidey Hole paradox, where I restored the last backup that we had during that FLoB-a-Thon, which was like 2 or 3 hours before the end of the FLoB-a-Thon. Careful, Wolfie! And then spawned back at an elevated Hidey Hole where Wolfie actually was. And then had to find our way back to the F3 monument, which we did as like a penance for invoking this dark magic. And I did a bunch of editing with a... I'm surprised that didn't or hasn't gotten content ID dinged, because I used like the actual TARDIS sound effect. Yeah, I did a whole thing. Production values, magic of editing. But that was the last time that we purposefully or accidentally even had a Hidey Hole paradox. Yeah, it was very apt. Apt! It was like along the storyline, you know, like it was like I said, like a Star Trek episode or whatever, where it's like, this thing happened in the past, now we can make it happen in order to save the captain, you know, or whatever. Remember Doctor Who? Remember Doctor Who? Remember was a thing that capitalism convinced us to be into? Remember? Well, I mean, a good place as any, I guess. Ah, with more free iron. Although Wolfie's gonna have to sit down, he's driving me nuts. Nuts, I say! What was the original episode? Did I call the episode Hidey Hole Paradox? I don't remember. Episode 36. Yeah, it was very early in the series, which is why people, like, initially thought, oh, it's gonna be more than just a single-player game. Dang, I don't have any dirt or nothing. Wait, did I put a... I didn't put a thing. Did I? No, I didn't. What's wrong with you? That's fine. Oh, there's a Farlands or Bust flashback. The Too Long to Be a Short series that we had at one point. And then the one we invoked was the first episode of season 4? Or season 5? Four? Have a real toasty head here. Yoink. Boy, pallet hands. Aren't you so happy about how much iron we have? Was it you who like kept telling me to get more iron? Yeah. Should I end here or do we keep going? We can keep going for a little bit. Really confuse and disorient those people trying to guess the F3 number. But yeah, let's go to sleep and continue after this break. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, 41,900 megabytes. Tantalizing. Who's got your woofs ready? Woof! Wolfie had his woofs ready. We got this high security hidey hole here. Cobblestone doorway. I mean, I guess that works. Probably grab a bit of sand. There, that's secure. All right. Segment 3 of day 15. Of FLoB-a-Thon Hidey-rama. They ate. Yeah, I heard him screaming. Mmm. The girlfriend just got home. And Peepers is yelling at her as if he was hungry. As if he didn't just eat. Whoa! Hello! Hi! Hello, sir. How are you? I see you have a friend back there. Clever girl. Did not have my wolf ready. Alright, that's fine. We're going this way, I guess. I think he's pushing us into a trap. Does the girlfriend know about the Hidey Hole paradox? I literally just went on a big tangent talking about it and explaining it to those of you who hadn't. Although we did note while I was on break, I think Dr. Addis noted that the Wolfie disappearance was brought on subsequent.
Don't worry, society is just telling you to be afraid of creepers.
That's true. Was subsequent to finding and taking a golden record, hence the combined source of the cursed golden record as well. Although I think that originally came from Good. I think Good found the golden records to be cursed. Bad things always happen to him after he took a golden record. And he was on the call back in the day when I had 15 people on a Skype call while I was farlanding. I saw your raids, 1988 monster. We don't really get crazy or have large reactions to such things as these, but hello, thank you, welcome. We don't react to anything. Except ourselves. On the occasion. That we can get some cringe out of it. So yeah, we're also, we're workshopping the idea of a... What's that? What's the channel? Is it AMC? What's a channel that like does that there's like a classics channel that just
I
plays
think that
like
you are the most fascinating character
old
within this setup.
movies.
Not me. Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Keep not reacting to this.
Hi Maker, thank you very much for 2 years in the subtub. Subtub, not reacting. TCM, Turner Classic Movies. But there's like one that's like classics, or like it's the what's the DVD series of DVDs, like the Platinum Collection, or what is it called? What is that? That is the it's on the tip of my tongue. The Criterion Collection, yes. Farlands or bust. The Criterion Collection. Ah. I'm pretty sure I can't call it that on account of trademarks, but yeah, I'll definitely have to put like a little watermark like in the lower left, just so people know that they're watching a syndicated version of a Farlands or Bust Up. I mean, that would very much require me to like have to re-render each episode too. So that's not happening. Just that's not happening. That part of it. I'm only suggesting this because I still have each and every episode video file on my computer backed up multiple times. How much more do you have to travel? Many millions of blocks. Remastered in Dolby surround sound. Director's cut. Only not at all cut or edited, because that would take time and reduce the quality. Yeah, that's the problem. I can't, like, re-edit them. I am stuck. Here we go. Because that would just add more artifacts. And, yeah, I was, like, recording in, like, 30 frames per second and stuff, and... Ooh! I do wonder. I mean, you know, I never figured out, like, my Kurt Indeed channel, I linked my Kurt J. Mac channel, and via that link, I think it was just automatically monetized, as if, like, Kurt J. Mac was a MCN. But I don't know that I actually ever, like, got any money or anything. Like, from the Kurt Indeed channel. Like, is that even still a thing I could do? Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord, this is gonna be bad for Wolfie, isn't it? Oh, God. Wolfie. Spooky noises? He's fine. He respawned, I think, is what happened there. Jitter. That's a new one. Spooky noises. Oh. Oh, that is a spawner. Alright. Now, up, Wolfie. Where do you think you're going, you noodle? Another zombie. Loud lads. I'll take an iron ingot, I guess. Nothing at all. Not even enough to blow it to smithereens. Well, this wasn't efficient. I didn't have to uncover the whole thing. It was very efficient. I just claim it's on the blockchain. Get those. You gotta get those hashtags and keywords in. You need FLoB channels in multiple languages. That's another email that I got, was like translation services. Somebody for a while was making not only translated, but why am I always out of dirt? But the captions for a lot of FLoB episodes. But then YouTube decided that nobody wants that. Nobody wants community captions, so they got rid of community captions. Although I don't know, I think the person stopped, like, doing that before that happened, so... there was a, like, again, it was a feature that was neglected and forgotten by YouTube, but it was very inconvenient, because it was never, like, we never got any notifications when somebody, like, submitted a new caption. You had to, like, go and manually check. And be like, you have 8 caption submissions unreviewed. Like, oh, thanks. Look at those guys. I was imagining dubbed. Well, that's gonna be the job for somebody else. I thirst for dirt. I do wonder, like, what's the market or YouTube in different languages other than English. I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and say it certainly wouldn't be worth it financially for me, and specifically to translate videos. That would be taking a loss on the old expense income ratio. It's big in Japan, but in English, that's the other thing. Like, a lot of people in different countries speak multiple languages. Primarily English in addition to their own. Am I just joking? Oh, I'm just joking. I have no idea. Or do I? No, I do not. Oh, you just said in... Oh, you said Kurjamac is big in Japan, not... I thought you meant YouTube is big in Japan. According to Google, Hindi is the second largest language on YouTube. 1.3 versus 0.5. In whose favor? Is English the 1.3? Yes, English is the largest. Good. I don't know. I mean, there's certainly more people in the world who speak it than English. Just by sheer numbers alone. Probably. I don't know. I'm guessing. Capitalism only convinced you to learn Japanese. Did your Curtain Deed channel always say other channels to enjoy? Probably, considering I like set that up and like completely forgot about it. At least and not limited to like 6 years ago. English is the most popular language spoken in the world. So popular. Make it the homecoming king. Oh, I'll just go down here. How convenient. That's going to confuse the next guy who comes by here. Add that to the list of very probable ideas that will never reach beyond the idea stage. Now that we've dedicated a whole 25 minutes of talking about it, let's be honest with ourselves. Oh! That was almost a fall. Neat. I just think it's neat. I make it through all the episodes on FLoB Classics, and then by the time we're done, we gotta start another channel, a third channel, to catch all the people who only came in at the end of FLoB Classics. See, they come in bunches! Whoa! Okay. You idiots. What are you doing down there? Now that's a thumbnail. There he is. Stop, 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 stop. Maybe there's something interesting or cursed down there. What you smell, boy? Golden apple? Oh, this is a deep one. That was a mistake. I didn't mean... Oh, my. This is a very deep one. Look at this deep down land that we've discovered. They've all been zombie spawners today, too. This is a very subterranean homesick alien reference. 4 iron. Wishing I grabbed that 1 gunpowder now. Where's the other one? Right here. Uh-oh. Doth the day wane upon us? It doth. Oh, wow, a lot of iron. I'll take all this iron. I'll leave the gunpowder. Nice. Who is Wayne, and why does he have so many fountains? Anybody? Anybody? That might be some of the... Wolfie! You fool! He just wants to just absolutely live in there. Beans. All right. Oh, Lord. Does this go through here? Oh, it kind of does. Archway. Interesting. What was the other idea that we had? Like a couple weeks ago, we had an idea. I'm like, yeah, I should do that. I'm never actually going to do that, but I should do that. Clearly, my note-taking skills have improved. Pileofpants.com? Well, I mean, that was like a haha, that'd be a funny URL to own, but like, I wouldn't know what to do with it. I mean, we also had the idea for the HD DVD ADHD shirt. I mean, not only do we have the idea, somebody actually like made a rough logo of it that I'd like to use and turn into a t-shirt. There was distinctly and discreetly something else. Powers? Speaking of not reacting to raids when it's people we know. Who's this? He doesn't stream. This guy is no streamer.
I don't know what to say. I'm touched.
You're both touched.
Yole ole. 75 months in the sub-tub. Thank you very much. Welcome back. Much appreciated. As always. Ours is not a streamer, but he do stream. Ah! We've only been convinced to stream, thanks to capitalism. Neat. Y'all are doing like a iRacing 24-hour thingy situation, aren't you? I saw Mock streaming. Oh, Mock and use was bingoings. Oh, that's right. You use and Yole's bingos on the Saturdays. Y'all's are Saturday bingosers. Bing dozers? Bing bong verse. Bucket O Knives. Is that available though? Is bucketknives.com available? And will you mind if I buy it and then hold it for ransom when you actually do want to do that idea? Capitalism. Just order a bucket of knives. Some of them might have been used in a crime. Will you be lucky? Yeah, that'd be pretty terrible shipping wise. Get that flat rate. They were attempted to be taken on airplanes. Not a crime, just not allowed. For inane reasons. Whoa!
Oh. I almost swallowed that nut.
Bucket underscore O underscore knives.
Underscore. Yeah, how will they be delivered? Airmail? The truest of ironies. Oh, bye. Okay, this is a situation where you should use a boat, Kurt. What's a boat, Kurt? I don't know. What's it a boat? About 5 pounds. Ah. Yeah, we're getting punchy and loopy. Well, I wrap it up soon. What was the other idea? I mean, it might have been one of or none of these ideas we've already discussed. I just feel like it was a bigger idea. Was it an internet idea? Isn't everything? I don't know. I think so? It wasn't like a hobby idea or like I should go kayaking idea. It was like a way to expand stuff. What's the distance to the farlands again? 12,550,820 blocks from spawn. And last we checked, over a year ago, we are that number. 4,856,980 blocks from spawn. Was it the interview series thing? Well, no, that was my podcast idea that I had bought domains for, still own domains for, but never used, and am not really interested in using. That was 2 weeks' notice. We are a good chunk of the way, indeed. I let my domains expire. I do, and then I regret it. Like Comcastards. Should have held on to that one. I mean, I have like domains, but they're like bundled with my web hosting, so I like can't get rid of them. They're like, you can't. These are the included domains. You can't just let them expire. Well, what if, can I make one of the other ones included? No. Well, I mean, that's another thing I need to do, actually. In addition to having renewed my Comcast at a promotional rate, I need to investigate how much I'm getting screwed on my web hosting that I've had since literally college and have simply just been nonplussed to like look at other options. That's how many beds I need for some reason. Oh, the sword broke. Sword break. Guess I'm putting this back down and making a sword. With all this iron we got, why don't I make a few other things, I guess, too? And then we'll break the workbench with it. The circle of swords. The circle of knives. Bucket of swords. Yeah, somebody... Real Jellyman, thank you for $20 for our charity, which is Equality Texas Foundation right now. Here's a floating slab of snow for you. Would you still go on a one-way trip to Mars now if you could? Is that what capitalism wants me to do? Jellyman, I don't... like, if I was guaranteed to be the first person on Mars, maybe that might be worth it. Just out of hubris. But otherwise, not really. A return trip would be nice. I have no reason to deserve or have earned any right to be the first person on Mars. But I feel like that would be a condition. If you stand in the right path, you'll line up all these mountains and unlock the secrets. The secret Wu-Tang album in Minecraft. You just call dibs, and then they have to let you. Like shotgun. I mean, in general, traveling to Mars, spaceflight to Mars, colonizing Mars, has a real bad Elon Musk flavor to it now. Like, that's like, oh, man. He sure is ruining a lot of things that normal people were once into. Yeah, space was cool before billionaires were into it. Space was cool before the Nazi goldfish showed up. I don't know if that was just a weird arrangement of words that I wanted to say. Spooky noises. I thought that was a bit alert. That was literally in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. Is that still a thing? Is EA Sports still a thing, and do they still do that every time you load one of their games? Yeah, I mean, that's what I only remember it from, was all the NASCAR games on PlayStation. I mean, I know EA is still a thing, but... Have we played any EA games here? And by here, I mean in the last 11 years. We did play Lee Corvallo's putting challenge, because it's a real game that you can play off of itch.io. Ah, temporarily pink sheep. That was pretty good. Another, see, my scientific conclusions are conclusive. You find one spawner, you find them all. This one is precarious. String. I don't even have room for string. String. I don't even have room for string. Well, this one was kind of bunk. What kind of spawner even was it? Zombie! What's the deal with all the spawners being the same thing? Weird. I mean, there's only 4 things it could be, so just... No one will ever know I was here. Spawners are dry. Very weird indeed. What are we talking about? Oh, what happened to my shovel? Oh, it broke. How many in a row will make you suspicious? I don't know. Yeah, the one idea that we had forgot, which might have never even, like, we might have forgotten it because it never happened. And by we, I mean me, and I, and me. I haven't the slightest. But yeah, it very much was another one of these ideas where it's like, yes, this is very possible, and probably a very good idea. But it will never come to fruition. Based on my historical completing ideas and tasks record. Well, I don't know. We might have also been talking about this in one of the early streams. Remember those? For with the European crowd. And now they're all like an hour in the future and lost to time and space. Ah, it's a real problem. All right, this is the last day. So get your thoughts and questions and topics and donations in. I should not have gone for this extra segment. I'm feeling my face. I got fire, flames. That was fun. Man, we had 4 spawners today so far. We had the pink sheep. We had the very strange cluster of a lot of wolves in a field. Yeah, we've had quite a that's the 3rd, I think, pink sheep of the month so far. And we just had one yesterday. That's 2 in a row. Pink sheep cause zombie spawners. It's science. Right there on the periodic table. We did have those 4 flowers and a spider. Coming this fall to CVS. No doors. No mysterious doors of unknown origin on this day, though. Cool land masses. Oh wait, we went through the MechWarrior 2 soundtrack catalog. That was alright. That's probably gonna get us a content ID. A waterfall in the desert? Unheard of. Oh, we did. Yeah, that's right. Yesterday it snowed on us. That's sign language. Music's gonna make me sleep. This is the sleepy music. I'm hearing some Eidolon in there too. I wonder how much influence may or may not have transpired with the Eidolon devs and musicians. It very much does a very similar thing in that the music just happens unprompted and like triggered, just as a matter of ambiance. And then you get attacked by a mountain lion. A little bit of a difference there. Yep. Milk jugs. This could be a spawner. Probably isn't, though. It'll be a very strange spawner. This bump is what's confusing me. Nope, no spawner. Alright. Myth busted. Woo, no! Oh. Oh, okay. We're good. We're fine. It was a trap, though. It was a very much a trap. I'm gonna feed you some sand now, Wolfie. Because you didn't just eat enough of it. Well, that's an exciting way to end it, isn't it? Almost buried alive. Woo! Yeah. Ah, good uptime though. I don't like this place so much. Let's go over here. Too many trees means things spawning in the darkness. Like that chicken. Trust him. Wolfie. Bonk. Alright. Oh, you know what? I have my... That's what the problem is. I have my shovel and my axe. Wait, do I? How have I held my inventory this whole time? Hello. Yes. No. Well, that's awkward. You gotta... I just don't want him to, like, knock Wolfie into the water. Alright, he left. Good. Solicitors. Alright. Let us wrap this Hidey Hole up, shall we? Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. For the donations we got today, we're up to $2,745 for Equality Texas. Oh, and a bit longer than I anticipated or planned to. Then again, do I plan anything? Yeah, let's go to sleep. Back up the world. Call it day 15. Etc., etc. Well, I can say with all confidence that we will be passing 42,000 megabytes this FLoB-a-Thon. We're at 41,960.4 right now.